What's up, you guys? It's your VFit coach, and I'm back to provide you some great information. Today, we're going to talk about two of my new programs, the VIP30 and Strength Foundations. Okay, but first of all, quick update on my injury. I think it was around 6 weeks ago, I did a weightlifting meet, and during my clean, I tore my bicep, and it's still torn, but this is what it looks like. That's a torn bicep right there, proximal bicep tendon tear. Anyways, I'm not going to get into too many details, but because you could watch previous videos if you want to know more about this injury. So far, I don't think I'm going to get surgery anytime soon, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm hitting around 60% on my snatch, maybe 70% on my clean, and I could do everything else. I could squat, I could deadlift, I could do rows, lat pull downs, you name it. Some of the exercises still feel a little uncomfortable, but I think I'm on the road to recovery. The American Open is going to happen in about, I don't know, less than 2 weeks, about 10 days. Fortunately, I'm not going, but that's okay. I'm going to hit it on the next competition, whenever that is. Anyways, let's get back to the subject. Okay, so we're going to talk about the VIP30. And also I have a new program called Strength Foundations. These are more like courses. So it took me a while to build these two new programs. And I wanted to make them both distinctive from other fitness programs. Traditional personal training usually are based upon teaching exercises, but also asking you to watch what you eat. And pretty much it doesn't go any further than that. It could get into details of programming, but you usually meet with your coach and they demonstrate exercise, you perform, they check your form. Unlike the VIP30 and Strength Foundation courses, they're more like educational courses. So some of the key aspects is learning the structures of programming. Okay, also building a comprehensive foundation on fitness, optimizing your fitness lifestyle. So in a nutshell, that is what the VIP30 and the Strength Foundations are built upon. Let me give you an example. The average person that goes and works out, maybe even an intermediate person, what are they going to do? First of all, they're going to say, okay, I'm going to start a basic plan. I'm going to work out for 60 minutes. I'm going to do weights or do cardio. They go into a schedule such as Monday, I'm going to do all my pushing motions. I'm going to do chest. I'm going to do shoulders. I'm going to do triceps. Those are all the pushing motions. May have bench press, may have flies, may have shoulder press, push downs. Wednesday, they decide to do pull and legs. Like, okay, time to do squats, glute thrusters, leg curls, lunges, and maybe do some lat pull downs and rows. And you could throw in abs in there whenever, or biceps and triceps. But pretty much that's what a lot of people are doing. They don't have a big program. It's very sketchy or very vague. So the VIP and the Strength Foundation programs are all about optimizing your fitness program and your fitness lifestyle. So what is optimizing? Well, I can tell you what's not optimizing. So not optimizing is not measuring your volume. And a lot of people don't do that because they don't even know what it is, or they don't care. But when you work out, you could add your weight, you could add your reps and how many sets, and do the math and figure out how much volume you're producing. It's not an easy task of simple math, though. There's more details to it, but I'm not going to reveal that right now. But the reason why you don't want to measure volume is because you need to figure out, was the last bench press better than the previous bench press? Now, if you have good memory and you say, okay, well, I did 225, 3 reps, okay? 225, 4 reps, 225, 5 reps. You could keep some of that, but then the gym environment is so sporadic, meaning it could be very busy you could do exactly what your program entails. But a lot of times you will not do exactly what your workout entails. And this is why there's so many variations and it's hard to keep track of volume. There's going to be days where you perform bench press and it just doesn't feel right. Same thing with squats, same thing with lat pull downs or shoulder press, anything. So there's going to be days where you feel like you're not hitting the reps that you used to hit, but you could still improve on that exercise if you track your volume. Okay, so that's number one of examples of why people aren't optimizing the program. Number two, bad data food, okay? And there's a lot of it. The things that fall through the cracks is calculating the macros correctly. Like you're getting this much protein, you're getting enough this much sodium, potassium, carbs, sugar. A lot of that, some of it just falls through the cracks and you end up getting bad data, especially if you're using bad software, because there's too many variations. You go out and eat and you look at your plate and let's say you get chicken marsala, or you get broccoli and chicken rice, or maybe I don't know, Southern style chicken. There's going to be sauces. There's going to be all kinds of the ways they cook it. What kind of oil did they use? And there's going to be variances. So bad food data is one reason why people aren't really optimizing the program. 3, understanding the caloric expenditure burn. So you have to kind of get a good idea of how many calories you're burning, and it's based on your body weight too, and how you breathe, how you intake oxygen, and how you output oxygen. Let's move on to number 4 is monitoring your daily activities. Remember, reason why you're not optimizing your program, because you're not looking at these 4 things. You have to be monitoring what you do through the whole day. So perfect example is if you have a great workout and you go, wow, I had a great workout. I burned 1,000 calories, worked out for an hour and a half, and it was awesome. But you have to consider what happens in the next 12 hours before you go to sleep. Maybe you take a nap. Maybe you slow down. Maybe you sit on the couch or you play with your phone. So sometimes people reduce their activity levels after having a good workout. And that's okay, but you have to account for that. So when you exercise or if you're tired that day, look at the big picture of your 16 hours that you're going to be awake. Try and see if your activity level of the whole day increased or decreased. It's a boot camp style fitness program, somewhat like those software language boot camps. If you are a programmer, you know what I'm talking about. It's like 6 weeks to learn JavaScript and you get a certificate. Maybe 6 weeks you want to get a degree in computer science. I believe there are programs like that where you just squish it, go hard for 30 days, and you try and soak up everything as much as you can, take a test, and you get a certification. Okay, so same thing with this program, Fitness VIP30. You won't be a personal trainer, but you will have great knowledge to train yourself for a long period and see significant results. So that's the key phrase, significant results. You want to see significant results, this boot camp, VIP30, is going to be a great primer for that. 30 foods, 30 exercises, 30 days of training. This pretty much sums up the VIP30, why it's called VIP30. You become a very important person, or you could call it a VIP very intense program, whatever. You become a client that I want to monitor regularly on a weekly basis. I may text you and ask, how you doing? What are you eating? Did you do the workout assignment? And then I meet with you and I train you and I give you a great workout. So let's talk about what you need. If you take this course, you have to be in the right mindset. So what I mean about mindset, you need to look at your intake, look at calories, look at macros, and understand what you're putting in your body. Kind of like, okay, I'm looking at a chicken breast, I'm looking at asparagus. Kind of get a good idea of what's in there. Is there protein? Is there fat? Is there carbs in there? So that's a little bit about the right mindset of intake. Number 2 is the output. Output is exercise, but not only just exercising, your daily activity, what you do regularly on a daily basis, you have to account for it, because Those days when you feel tired and sluggish, you diminish your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, when you don't do those activities that you normally do. Okay. Number 4 is volume. I discussed this earlier. You want to improve volume per exercise and per every workout. So for example, let's do deadlift. You hit 135, 8 reps, 225, 5 reps, 315, 4 reps. Okay, let's add that, do all the math, and you get a number. So the next time you do it, you should beat that number. It could be 1 rep, could be an extra set. So that's what I'm talking about, improving the volume per exercise. A lot of people aren't doing that. The other thing is per workout. Now, how many exercises do you do in every workout? 8, 6. There's going to be days where you do 5. There's going to be days you do 12. But it doesn't really become effective if you aren't pushing more volume than the previous one. So this is these key factors that you have to do. Yeah, there's going to be days where you're not going to be up to par. You're going to do less volume, but you better make it up later on in the week or the next workout. So these are key fundamentals of being in the right mindset. Expectations. So what are the expectations? If you decide to do this VIP30, I expect clients to record 4 days out of 7 of what they eat. So meals, breakfast, snacks, lunch, dinner. Use my app, eFitX, or provide me screenshots. I don't care. As long as I get to see the macros, correct form of macros, protein, fat, carbs, sugar, sodium, so forth. 4 out of 7 days. So that's expectation number 2, or number 1 actually. Number 2 is resistance training, at least 2 hours per week. That's like the bare minimum. Some people will do 3 hours. Some people may do 4 hours in 4 different sessions. 2 hours, I want you to meet with me as a coach. Then 2 hours you do on your own. It could be a workout assignment or it could be cardio. Depends on your level and what what are your goals are. Some people start off pretty lean. It's like, okay, you don't need to do that much cardio. Okay, another expectation, like I mentioned earlier, progression. You want to increase volume and you want to do a lot of variations every 2 weeks to keep the volume up. You want to learn alternative exercises. In this program, you'll probably learn 2 alternatives for every single muscle group. Okay, and your cardio needs to be leveled up, primarily on distance or level. For example, if you're on the treadmill, your level could increase on the incline or it could increase in speed. Okay, not necessarily time. Like if you're already doing an hour cardio, I don't expect you to do 90 minutes, but you need to increase the level to create a progression. Another expectation is you should be measuring your waist, probably twice a week, to see if anything's happening. If you're measuring waist and it's going down, then you're on track. If it's going up, it's increasing the circumference of your waist, then something's wrong with your program. But it has to be consistent. It has to be like every time in the morning with the same conditions, like sucking in your stomach, same areas. Step on the scale. Step on the scale twice a day. Okay, that's one of the expectations. I want you to record what you weigh in the morning, first thing after you go to the restroom, and in the evening before you go to sleep. Do your cardio, do your strength training. And those are all the expectations I expect from the client. One of the first steps you'll do with me if you become a client is we're going to talk about nutrition. I will provide you a list of 30 foods. If some of the foods you can't eat because you're vegetarian or you're allergic or you just don't like them, we could swap them. But some of the foods I may ask you to buy. Let me give you a list. Well, let me just explain the list. Salmon, eggs, chicken, oatmeal, sweet potato, rice, wheat bread, maybe tortillas, avocado, bananas, blueberries, spinach, asparagus, kale, mushrooms, onions, Brussels sprouts, olive oil, almonds, protein shake, water. Okay, so those are just an example of some of the foods I would like you to buy. If you can't, we will swap them to foods that I approve, that are a good exchange in macronutrients. Okay, and then you get into, well, first of all, Meal examples, the foods I just mentioned, the 30 foods I just mentioned. Some of the meal examples you could do. Okay, oatmeal, blueberry, bananas. That's a simple breakfast. Another breakfast, avocado toast with egg. Okay, then you could get into all kinds of stir fries: eggs, kale, mushrooms, onion, spinach. You could just do fried eggs with toast, wheat bread with buttery spread. There's other options for breakfast like omelets, eggs and potatoes. For lunch, rice, broccoli, chicken, okay, or salmon, asparagus, sweet potato, chicken, avocado, veggies, kale, eggs, sweet potato sandwich. So there's so many options that I give you in this program. And the whole idea is to eat only these 30 foods that we provided on our list. And this is why I give about 20 different menu options to do with these 30 foods. Okay, and the last thing we discuss in this program is a little bit of the exercises. There's 30 exercises. How I program them and what exercise I choose is customized towards, what you want to do. If you want to lose weight, there's specific exercise you have to do. If you want to build mass, specific exercise you want to do. Example, split A. So 2-day split A, split B. 6 exercise, incline press, decline cable fry, lat pull down, seated row push downs, captain's chair. Okay, simple split. Split B would be the day 2, which you would perform probably 2 days later. Barbell squat, leg curl, reverse lunges, shoulder press, rear delt flies, bicep curls, okay? And then there's alternatives to all of these primary exercises I just mentioned. So there's alternatives, for example, to the incline press, there's a fly or there's a bench press, a flat bench press with a barbell. Okay, and there's alternatives to the other ones too. So in a nutshell, that is an overview of my VIP30. If you want more details, call me, text me, contact me. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, until next time, peace out.